blind man himself. Could you all please give a huge, huge round of applause and a huge cheer for Breate Stephen Thank you. Thanks for coming out. You've all, I guess you've all seen the movie already, right? So I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm not going to watch it tonight. Generally, when there's a screening during it, I just like to go out and get wasted myself. All right. Anything anybody want to know? I'll answer 3 questions real quick, and then you're going to watch the movie. Anything? 1. No. 2. No pictures. No. What do you got? Speak up.
Yeah, Avatar related.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were filming the film, I'm a huge free diver, marine biologist, away of water. Did you do any of the free diving training that all the other actors
Oh,
did?
sure. With Kirk Cracks, we trained for a long time, free diving. And I became as good at it as I'm going to become, which is not bad.
Which was? What was your max downtime?
I think probably around 5.5 minutes, static hold kind of thing. Well, when they call action and you're underwater and doing a thing, a minute is a long time, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, we had people on the set who were really amazing. Kate, as you've heard, I'm sure Winslet could hold her breath for over 27 minutes. What? That's not true. And she could hold for a really long time, so that's it. I trained, and I did the best I could. Yeah. But that's not his element. Water is not Quaritch's element, So I was good at it, but I didn't have to be like, Navi. Anyway.
Well, just a second, one more question. What do you love most about playing villains as compared to stand-up actors?
That's a great question. I don't know. Each villain is different, but so often the villains are colorful in a way, I suppose. They need to be. They need to be seductive. A really good villain needs to be seductive, it seems to me. So there's that. I like that about it. I think. I also take a certain amount of pleasure in the fact, and I've said this about villains over the years. If I don't love them, no one will. And if I do love them, then no one will still love them. But at least they'll kind of recognize them. You know what I mean? Take them, give them, think about them.
Well, you scared the crap out of me this evening, and I'm a huge fan, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stephen, as the party crasher in The Hard Way, such a personal favorite of mine.
Really? Yeah, sick man. That was a fun movie. The party crash. Doing that with John Badham, and Michael J. Fox, and Jimmy Woods, and being up opposite against Jimmy Woods. So easy to sort of to trash Jimmy Woods. It came very easily to me. Interesting dude he is. Yeah. Okay. So I guess you all want to see the movie. Is there anything else I can tell you? I just can't. Yeah, all right. What do you got? What? I'm sorry, I didn't understand a word you said. What about Tombstone? I could sit here and tell you stories all night about Tombstone. Yeah, that was a legendary shoot. That was an old-time shoot. The problem is this: I can't remember any of it. I was too out of it. You know what I mean? There are a lot of great stories about Tombstone. A lot of the things I've been on over the years. Tombstone being one of them. There's always an inordinate amount of testosterone on the set. There's always a lot of guys with a lot of shit to prove, you know what I mean? And it makes it's fun, it's just fun. It breeds good competition, it breeds healthy camaraderie as well. So all the things that happen on Tombstone were, it was just, it was comedy, tragedy, and all part of the story. Sorry, I was saying nothing. Well, I hope, you never know. Right now, the odds are not great right now. The script there was a script that was done, and it's not a satisfactory script yet. And so, if it goes back through the process, I personally would love to do, well, I'd like to finish that old buzzard off. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we found something in the characters. Some people really resented, I think, what happened in the second movie. And I think that's kind of an interesting thing, when people get all head up about the direction that the character takes and how dare you do that. But we did it, It's like what I say about villains. Villains need to be alluring, you need to, but don't forget, in the movie you're about to see, for over a half of the movie, put yourself back in the day. Who's the victim here? Who's the victim?
You are.
He's the victim. It's only when later on in the script, when you realize his kind of quirky little secret, that it turns. But the interesting thing, and I think what Fede and Roto did so successfully, was by then, you've invested in this character. You care about him. So how do you uncare about him? You learn something about him, and your view of him darkens deeply, no doubt about that. But does that remove whatever care you had about it? It's like finding out that your Uncle Phil is a pederast or something like that. No, seriously, you spent your life looking up to this guy, and then you find out, you know what I mean? What is that? Is he just gone? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. That's how I always kind of approach this guy's trauma.
I'm a little film, man.
Whatever. Anyway, enjoy the film. It's good to see you all. I'm going.